Hello YouTube. Today my topic of discussion is there a best guitarist? A lot of times people, and a lot of people that don't play guitar, they'll ask, who's the best guitarist? Well, my question is there even a best guitarist? And I have two answers. There's a short answer and a long answer. The short answer is no, there is no best guitarist. And I could just leave it at that, but my long answer is no, there's no best guitarist, but some are better than others. And I'll explain that, just now. And feel free to discuss in the comment section, as always. There's really, obviously, like, you'll have a Steve Vai, a Slash, and your Yngwie Malmsteen. They'll be better than your average 8-year-old. Because the average 8-year-old doesn't really understand that much of music theory. And doesn't really understand that much of what's going on the fretboard, naturally. There are some kick-ass 8-year-olds out there, but they gotta have time to develop. But when you're a guitarist, you're going to develop in a certain way. And you're going to develop a certain style. Whether that style develops over 5 years or 20 years, there's going to be different influences that you draw in. With that said, like, it's going to be very hard for a lot of guitarists to mimic each other's work. And mimic each other's work in an instant. It's not going to happen instantaneously. Like, I would like to see, Slash mimic Yngwie Malmsteen. It probably just won't happen. Or Yngwie Malmsteen to pick a song off of Appetite and Destruction and play it perfectly his first time through. It's just not going to realistically happen. And that's why, Rolling Stone has a list of the 100 greatest guitarists of all time. I think such a list is completely just stupid to have, in all honesty. And I would retitle the article to maybe, or the list to say, the most influential guitarists of all time, because putting guitarists in a box to say, okay, this guitarist is better than this guitarist, it's just completely stupid. A lot of people say Jimi Hendrix is the best guitarist of all time. Well, he was very influential, and yes, he was very good, but guitar isn't always about how much influence you had, or always even what you're able to do on a fretboard. Obviously, there's a lot of guitarists that can have a lot more ability than Jimi Hendrix. They can cover all of his material, and they can do a lot more. They can even spice up his material a lot. But it's how you connect. It's how you connect as a guitarist and as a person to the audience you're playing to. That's what makes you a good guitarist. And on that level, you can't put it into a list. Like, it's all about who listens and who connects to that music. Some people just aren't going to connect to you the same way other people will. So at a certain level, once someone is so good, this whole category of this guy is better than this guy, it's just stupid. That's just kind of the way it is. So, like, for example, this is an example I like to use. When you think of a golfer, who's the first golfer that comes to your mind? It's Tiger Woods. Now, Tiger Woods is probably the best golfer, and he's probably one of the most influential of all time, but he was not the first. Just because you're the first guy to do something does not make you the best. And there's a lot of, I think, first guitarists out there that broke the boundaries, and they need their due. We should pay homage to them. But to use the term best, I think if you're a good music critique, it will not be a topic that you probably should even consider. And it's probably something that guitarists who haven't played more than a year talk about. But that's just my opinion. Feel free to leave it in the comments. But this is Kurt. Peace.